Did you know that the spiritual realm is for the mature? What does this mean? The spiritual realm was created to be the access point where divine realities can be accessed. Every man who is made of God is a spirit being in essence. Our fall after Adam has denied us access to certain realities that were ordained for us by God from the beginning. Christ had to come on earth and chart a path for us back to the eternal position that we had lost at the Garden of Eden, which was our spiritual control tower. The scriptures that we read and the whole gospel about salvation is a roadmap that equips us to be positioned at the point we can operate as spirits, which is our original identity. 1 Peter 2:2, like newborn babies, crave pure spiritual milk, so that by it you may grow up in your salvation. What does this mean? Every person after accessing salvation is a newborn babe in spiritual terms. This means that they have no understanding of the spiritual realities and have to be taken through orientation. The fall of Adam switched off the spiritual consciousness for man, causing us to function from carnality instead of spirituality. The scriptures that were given to us act as our guide back to spirituality, and rightly so. After finishing the elementary teachings of salvation, you should have gained enough capacity and understanding of the disciplines that you need to function as a spirit being within this earthly body. This will graduate you from desiring milk to desiring meat. Most people don't understand spiritual things because they are still operating from carnality, meaning, they have their consciousness leaning towards the physical world more than the spiritual. 1 Corinthians 3:1, Brothers and sisters, I could not address you as people who live by the Spirit but as people who are still worldly, mere infants in Christ. I gave you milk, not solid food, for you were not yet ready for it. Indeed, you are still not ready. You are still worldly. For since there is jealousy and quarreling among you, are you not worldly? Are you not acting like mere humans? What does this mean? When we grow in understanding, we graduate from being mere infants in spirituality, to people who can actually understand what our eternal assignment is. God only reveals your eternal assignment after you have understood the basic teachings of salvation and the primary principles of prayer that strengthen your spirit man. John 1:12, But as many as received him, to them gave he power to become the sons of God, even to them that believe on his name. What does this mean? Graduating from the basic teachings of salvation ushers the transition into a son of God from being a child of God. There is a huge difference. There is a process of becoming that happens for you to assume the role of a son of God. We do not automatically become sons. We mature into it. Most of us, like the prodigal son, are living in shambles, yet there is so much to be gotten from God when we attain the maturity of our identity. Galatians 4:1, What I am saying is that as long as the heir is a child, he is no different from a slave, although he is the owner of everything. He is under guardians and stewards until the time appointed by the Father. And that's the way it was with us before Christ came. We were like children, we were slaves to the basic spiritual principles of this world. For us to start experiencing the realities of the spiritual realm, we have to mature out of the basics of Christianity and into the mature things of God.